New tonight, the White House Correspondents Association releasing a memo concerning where certain reporters and media outlets will be located in the White House press briefing room. Our Philip Ward joins us now after speaking with a political analyst. And Philip, what does this move mean for some of those outlets?
Mike, the memo from the WHCA reads in part, quote, "If the White House pushes forward, it will become even more clear that the administration is seeking to cynically seize control of the system through which the independent press organizes itself so that it's easier to exact punishment on outlets over their coverage." Reacting to that memo, Dr. Joe Morris from Mercyhurst University says he's not that surprised with this potential move from the Trump administration. A new memo from the White House Correspondents Association board is pushing back on reports that the White House is looking to move some legacy media outlets to the back of the press briefing room, with a senior White House official saying that plans have already been formalized for a fundamental restructuring of the briefing room based on metrics more reflective of how media is consumed today.
Over recent months, we've seen a real decline in viewership among, for example, CNN and MSNBC. So it's not surprising that he's making adjustments. However, we have to remember that there's probably a bigger goal here.
Dr. Joe Morris from Mercyhurst University said while President Donald Trump is no fan of the traditional legacy media, the way we consume news is changing dramatically.
Today we have people that are consuming the vast majority of their news not by turning on CNN or MSNBC or Fox News. They're consuming it on TikTok and on Instagram and Facebook. So the very face of media in the U.S. is changing. And really, it's something that's happening around the world.
But is it still important for people to watch local news?
You know, we often think, when we think of politics, we often think of national politics. And there's no doubt that national politics is important and we should pay attention to it. But at the end of the day, the decisions that affect people most are decisions that happened at the local level. And there's no better source of local news than our local news organizations. However we choose to consume that news, the ones that are here in town are the ones that can tell us what's going on.
Now, Mike, the memo finishes by saying in part, quote, "There is a reason Democratic and Republican administrations alike have maintained the existing arrangement with WHCA for decades. But if a White House's goal instead is to receive favorable coverage through easy questions, the American people lose out." Now, we called the WHCA for comment, but have not yet heard back. When we do, we'll be sure to update you both on air and online. And we here at Lilly Broadcasting will always do our very best to bring you fair and balanced local news coverage you can count on. Live in the studio, Philip Ward, Erie News Now.